Hola, 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 everybody. It's me, Maris, and guess what? It's Thursday. Thursday is my Monday, kind of, sort of, but I don't take it in a negative way. I actually like Mondays. Mondays are a great day. I've got my Angels and Ancestors deck with me today. I don't know, I was going to use spell casting, and this one's the one where the hands went to, so I just picked it up, and guess what we're rolling with. I hope everybody is having a magically delicious day. It is going to be a hot one, but you know what? We can weather that storm without problem. Just keep yourself really, really hydrated and, kind of try to keep yourself a little bit out of the sun, direct sun, I guess, through there. So, anyway, we had a full moon yesterday, or last, I guess it was yesterday, like at 2:30 in the afternoon is when it technically hit. And full moons are a great time to think about releasing things that no longer define you. And that might be unhealthy habits, negative self-talk, negative feelings for other people, anything that doesn't define who you are or where you want to be or where you want to go. The full moon is a perfect time to release that energy and let it be cleansed and refurbished into something that's really kind of groovy. So that's always been my goal during a full moon, is to think about the things that I don't want to have in my life and let them go. And then when that new moon comes around, that's a moon of creation. So at that new moon, I like to start implementing things that I do want to reflect or define who I am or where I'm going, what I'm doing, all of those kind of positive energies. So do me a favor today, guys. So when you watch this video, give it a thumbs up or a heart. That would be really cool. Comment where you're watching from. And don't forget to share. I think it's always a great idea to share wisdom, share in perspective with other people. There's another one. And that sometimes we can see things from others' perspectives that maybe we would have overlooked beforehand. So that's why I'm like, just share the reading, it doesn't cost you anything, doesn't cost me anything. And we might be able to get some insight or perspective to somebody. Good morning, Donna. So that they can make good choices in their life, or, live the kind of life they want to live. Have some peace and, joy, tranquility, all those kind of cool, groovy things. Okay, all right, looks like we're not going to get any more out of that deck. So, okay. Interesting start of the card, so let's take a look at this. And that first card coming in is talking about our health. It is talking about our health and being open. Hey, Pamela, how are you? Being open to seeing things from different perspectives. So this energy that's coming in is very, very, oh, good morning, Serena, is very, very much health oriented. And I'm not getting mental health. I am getting the physical health, the physical well-being, the physical psyche, the physical self, what we have in the flesh. And we need to think about things or see things from other perspectives on that. So it's about, maybe lifestyle changes through there. Let's see what comes up next. Okay. All right, so I'm kind of laughing through here because it's the Drop Your Shield, the Protection Guardian, and it's upside down. So this is about, remember, our health, our physical health is what's coming, is the energy that it's focusing on. And right over here, our obstacle has been that we have been negligent. I can't believe I'm going to say this, or you haven't been wearing your mask where you're supposed to be wearing your mask. You're not wearing prophylactics. when you're supposed to be wearing prophylactics or using them. So this is a energy that's coming in that we're kind of playing, and I don't want to go Russian roulette with that because that's kind of like intense. The bullets in your chamber, you're screwed, right? Okay, so I don't want to go down that path. But this is saying that we're being very negligent to our health. We're being negligent to our health. We're not paying attention to things that we should be paying attention to. All right, so then the next card that comes in, and I'm laughing. Good morning, Amber. I'm laughing because this is about moving beyond ancestral patterns. And a lot of times when I see this card, and depending on where it is, it's kind of like you don't have to do things the way that your mom did it because we don't do it that way anymore. That kind of shift through there. And I'm getting this really thing is like, just because they say it's good for you doesn't mean it's always good for you. Just because they say it's good for you, it is not always good for you. It makes me think about when people don't trust allopathic medicine. And a lot of times what I'll see in this is they're like, yeah, I'm good with the pharmaceuticals. I don't want to take pharmaceuticals. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm a nurse at heart. I'm a hippie, I'm a nurse, but I believe that pharmaceuticals have a place. They just need to be well managed and well managed and well monitored. And so when I'm looking at this card, the flash that I get is, anybody ever read the book It? Because I don't remember this part being quite in the movie, but it was in the book. And it was the lead character's mother swore he had asthma. And so at the pharmacist, they would make up these little inhalers for him that just had normal saline, probably with some peppermint oil or something in it, so it tasted a little medicine-y or whatever. And so the mother was so convinced that her son was sick with asthma that she had these inhalers made. And the doctor knew that she was like out there in left field, but he's like, just make them with normal saline, it'll be okay. So this guy's spending his whole life on this inhaler with normal saline. When it ends up, he never ever needed any of that. That's what this card is talking about. This card is talking about being over medicated, over care, just because every time we went to the doctor's office, we, our mom, we got we got an antibiotic, or we got a steroid, or we got this, or we got that. This is saying, okay, when you're thinking about your health, you need to look from a different perspective. And just because your mom went to the doctor, or your dad or whatever, that they took you to the doctor every time you sneezed, doesn't mean that that's an appropriate response. What this card is talking about you making your own response, your own pattern. How do you manage your health? Because the health is coming in really heavy, strong, with an indicator of things that we need to pay attention to, things that we need to love and honor and give some support to. So let's see where all of this medicinal stuff goes to. And we get the Traveler. And what I like about the Traveler is she goes light, she travels light, she doesn't bring a lot of stuff with her, the unnecessaries, and only brings exactly what she needs. Only brings exactly what she needs. I was like, technically, if you look, there's like this bag that she's carrying. So everything that she needs is in that bag. And so the message that I'm picking up through here is that when it's in regard to our health, everything that we need is within an arm's reach. Everything that we need is within an arm's reach. We need to keep that in mind as we are going through our physical self and bringing our physical self back into a balance. And the very last card I think is so extremely like, woo! Track down your fears and desires, the hunter. What is it exactly that is out of balance with you physically? And what will it take to place it back into balance? I have found that the human mind often creates disturbance or imbalances because of our fears or things that we, think might happen. One of them being, and I'm just going to poke on it, COVID. People bought into a fear of COVID, and COVID brought a lot of dis-ease among the people. Okay. This reading this morning is about being more mindful of our health, listening to our body, and then working to place our body, our physical self, back into balance. Often when we do that, we will find that our spiritual self goes into balance and that our emotional and mental self will go back into balance. When we pay attention to our temple, to our body, and we give it the appropriate nutrition, the appropriate love, the appropriate rest, yeah, it all falls back into place. So I hope you enjoyed today's reading. Think about what kind of physical changes do you want to make to bring yourself back into balance, body, mind, and spirit. So I hope you enjoyed today's reading. Again, do me a big favor. Give me a big love, big heart. Give me a big heart. Comment where you're watching from or anything you'd love to comment on. And then please share this video. It is time for us to really start paying attention to our body, our physical self. Because if our physical self is out of balance, everything else falls out of balance as well. So peace, love, harmony. I hope to see you guys really soon. And thank you for the stars, Pamela. You made my day.